Welcome back to Satisfactory. So we're picking up right where we left off. We're going to head over to the coal and we're going to double the coal and then get started on steel. That's really interesting how you can see them lit up. I could see these lit up from way the heck over there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the coal and start moving the direction this way rather than this way. Actually, no, the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the third water extractor. Now, water extractors make 120 per minute. And it's worth noting that the pipes have a capacity of 300 per minute, which means that you can't put 3 water extractors worth onto one pipe. So really, what you got to do is we're going to have to bring this water right up to here like that. And this will feed this end of it. And that one will feed the other end of it, which should work just fine. I did that just so it doesn't clip through the machine. I don't like my wires clipping, okay? You know, they will clip just fine. The game doesn't care, but I think it looks much better if they don't clip through machines. Okay, so this should be running, and it is. And it's got a buffer. That's cool. A 200 cubic meter buffer at that. Wow. So, really, I should be able to turn these on because they're all full of coal and they're full of water. So, what we'll do is we'll run a power line here and another one here. And another one here. Oh, you know what that's going to do? It's going to make... Dang it. It's going to get in the way of this. Hang on. Why don't I... Why don't I bring that down here? And then I will make a... what is it? The wall? Conveyor wall mount? We'll put that here, right? And then we'll put a conveyor belt going to there, like so. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Because this is a Mark II, and this is a Mark I, and this is a Mark I. So they're going to add together to make the Mark II. And we'll put this line right up there. All right, so now all of them are hooked up to the same network. I just got to turn them on. And there goes the capacity up to 825. And it's really using the coal too. So here's the next trick. Doesn't seem to be using it as fast as I expected. So, in order to get this coal situation corrected, we're going to take these one at a time, remove this, replace the splitter with one going from that direction, and put the belt in from that way. And the next thing after this, I'm going to turn all of, oh, dang it. I'm going to turn all of these, I'm going to turn these final 3 off. That way they don't lose their coil when I disconnect it. And I'm going to disconnect the coil. Now we're going to run a line. We're going to go from here to there, and from there to there. And we'll get rid of this and this, and we'll run a line directly from the miner to this one, which should take the 60, it is 60, right? Yeah, 60 from there. And eventually add it to the 60 from that one. And the Mark II belt will carry it. We'll take that and that and that and that and that away. And we'll replace them with one here, and one here with belts going there, there, and there. So this one, this one, this one, and this one are all going to be the final 4, and then these ones are Mark IIs because they have to carry more. Alright, so this is coming up. There we are. Yep, everything seems to be in order, and the only thing left to do is to put that 8th one up, which is the whole point of moving that belt. Here, let's run a line from here, way over here, to way over here, to there, and then we can take down this one. And now I can make, come on, where's my blue line? Oh, there it is. What's happening? It doesn't sound right. Alright, we got those 3 running, so that's 7. It's just going to be a matter of getting this filled with coal and water. Nearly there. Forgot to mention that you can check the pipe flow rate and capacity by just clicking on a segment of it like this. But this is truly using 120 per minute. The full rate of the of both miners and of that belt. Also, the reason that I want to let this fill up, right here, the reason I want to let that fill up is because if something should happen and we get a fluctuation, I want there to be a buffer, as much of a buffer as possible in the machine, rather than just relying on everything to go uninterrupted. So this just lets the generators run even if the belt gets cut for a little bit. You've been playing for 2 hours. Fixit would like to remind you that resting is not activity valid. Oh, it doesn't let you read it. All right, it's full. Let's turn it on. And we have a production of 600 megawatts. Nice. Why does it say max? Did I cut? I did. I must have freaking cut the power to the power to the base. Whoops. Yeah, let's move these a little bit. So the actual base has been without power. There we go. Looking good. I'm not particularly happy with the sound of those shutting down. Why are they shutting down? Hello. Yeah, that's what happened. It drained the buffer. Really? Oh, that's silly. Really? I'm stuck in this thing. Why would they design it so that there's like a little area that you can get stuck in? Because all that's going to do is just going to screw up my... Now I have to deconstruct it. How come I can't get to my deconstruct menu? Oh, wow. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Am I going to have to reload my autosave because I can't get out of this weird little trap? I am. I can't get out. That's hilarious. All right. I guess I'm loading an autosave. It's from like 4 minutes before. Too weird. What the heck? All right, so where was I? First of all, right. Should be fine. Hook this up. Turn it on. Okay, so yeah, 900 capacity, 900 megawatts because of the extra 300 from the biofuel burners. But 600 solid production, so that's just fine. That's great. And those should be running like nonstop. They still got their buffer. This one doesn't. Be nice if it did. Got an idea though. We'll get some extra water from this for just a little bit. Might as well overclock it. Oh, you know, I could have overclocked the other one to fill its buffer for a little bit. Right? Because it doesn't matter if it's inefficient for just a little bit. All right, now we can get rid of that and that. And even that. And then take the overclocking off. And everything should be fine after this point. Looking good. Well, coal is done. Well, coal power is done. So now, now I have a really, really strange task ahead of me. I'm going to be setting up steel in this area. Why? Because we have iron right there to the west, and we have copper right here to the east, and we also have limestone here, and that's all we need. And the extra coal, which is all around. Well, this one right here, actually. So yeah, it's time to get going. The question is where to put it. I'm thinking this whole area right here because we have a nice flat area and these ponds can get covered up, I guess. That's fine. I mean, they look kind of cool, but everything in this world looks cool. And you got to cover it with factory stuff, right? I mean, that's the whole point of the game. So what we'll do, we're going to make a couple of base assumptions. We're going to assume with this build that we have Mark II miners unlocked, which we don't yet, and we won't for a while. But we're going to assume that we do. And we're going to assume that we have Mark III belts, which we don't have. Mark III belts are made from steel beams, which we can't make yet. But we're going to make that assumption. So coal is going to come out of here, and it's going to be, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Coal miner Mark I. You know, I think I'm gonna start tiling this area. Actually, let's build foundations. 2-meter foundations on the grid. Right. So if I put the miner here, it's lined up with the foundations. If we check out the miner, it says 60. Oh man! All right, so 60 is not even close to as much coal as we need. We need 100. We need 240 coal. Is what we need. Mark II miners will double it, so that'll be 120. But then I can put another Mark II miner here, but I hadn't planned on an extra miner for that just yet. So we're going to assume, well, we will merge these two together. In fact, why don't I'll put the miner down and then I'll take it back up. Right, so now they're facing each other, right? And that's going to be a merger coming in this direction, right? I'm not getting my lines because miners are notorious because they aren't actually, the nodes themselves are not lined up with the global grid, but that's okay. We can kind of fudge it. So we're going to need high-speed belts coming out of here and here. And then from the merger, you see how that's skewed? That's okay. So this is going to eventually be 240, 200 and, yeah. Can I get an extra miner in my, oh yeah, so that's the coal. I'm still going to need a copper and an iron and a limestone, so that's 3. And, you know, I could do it because if I can build the equipment... Can I build a second equipment workshop? I can. And can I make another portable miner? I can. Hey, cool. How cool is that? What solves that problem? So, what is that background sound? It sounds like something is scratching. Yeah, all the biomes have their own unique sounds. So the coal is going to come into an array of foundries along with iron ore, because iron ore and coal together make steel. So I need to get up there, which is where I think the iron is. Actually, it's right up there. All right. Leroy Jenkins! All right. I saw those hatchers when I was coming down in the parachute, so I knew they were going to be here. Yeah, so this iron is, oh, it's pure. Yay, thank goodness. That'll help a lot. Okay, we get rid of that rock in the middle. Now, for iron, we want 240 a minute, which is just fine because a Mark II miner on this should produce that. So we're going to put a miner right here and just aim it that direction. Also, yeah, that's fine. So, Mark II belt, which isn't going to be enough. It's going to be Mark III when we're done with it. But first leg can come here. Now, the question is where to put the foundries. I think I would like to put the foundries up in this row along here. But, oh, come on. They did such a terrible job with this texture. Look at this rock that I'm standing on. What's that all about? Most textures in this game are absolutely fantastic. So, oh, there's the merger. All right, there's the merger. So 1, 2, 3 meters that way, that direction, something like that. Man, it costs 28 reinforced iron plates just to make this lift. There we are. So this will bring, just making sure, yeah, 120. So it will be a 240. And that's exactly how much iron we want. And then that's going to... Isn't that great? Just love that. So we got coal is going to come out of here and iron is going to come out of here, presumably both at 240, which means that we don't really need to, well, we don't need these anymore. We're going to need foundries. Foundries. So what is a foundry? Foundry is this gigantic piece of equipment. I'm trying to remember how to align to it, though, is the thing. Let's just do a little testing here. So if we put a splitter here, coming from that direction, And then we make one of these. Well, hang on. 240, I mean, yeah, it's going to be... They're going to be Mark III. This has got to be Mark III stuff. But Mark II is good for now. It'll get it started. And that'll be like this, right? And then this will have room to come alongside it. And that's fine. And we'll have a splitter here, which really... Well, why don't I... Here, I got a better idea. Why don't I take this and just bring it down not as far, right? Because it's already lined up. I think it is anyways. All right, maybe not. Boy, that looks good. Yeah, that looks good. See that? Now, in this one, I can actually move over. So what I'll do is I'll put the merger in line with this, like just like that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And now I'll bring this guy over here like so, and now we're feeding coal at 240 into this one, and iron at 240 into this one. And that means the foundries are lined up pretty well. We only need 5. So let's make the second foundry. We'll put it right next to the first. Why is it not? What's it doing? It's behaving very strangely. Is it complaining about that splitter? Here, what if I remove that splitter? Oh, that makes no sense at all. Why is it complaining about that? It's not a bad spot. Oh, you know what? I have it reversed. But still, it wants it to be here. Like, see, watch this. If I make another foundry, I can put it... It doesn't like them being that close. It wants you to put a gap between them for some reason. Well, anyways, that's what we're going to do then. We're going to put a gap between them because we're going to make all 5 in a row. It's going to be... hang on. Let me put that splitter back. What was that? Oh, Spaghetti Master or something. I think I just got a Steam achievement. Let's see what it is. Spaghetti Master. Build 5 kilometers of conveyor belts. Ooh. Wow, man. That doesn't mean it's spaghetti. By the way, the smelter's serial number is SMELTR. The foundry. Yeah, I thought it was... Oh, it's this. Look at this. H0TAF 800. Yeah, so that's the part that gets hot, I guess, right? 1, 2, 3. 2 more. There we are. So we'll put this here in reverse. And then we'll put splitters from the left. And then we take our Mark II conveyor belt and we hook the rest of these up. Just like that. That's how we hook up the smelters. Now, there's going to be... We're going to need a Mark III belt coming out of the back of the foundries to collect all the steel. Because this is going to make steel ingots. So we might as well select that recipe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. And let's just see, where do we want the steel going? We want the steel... Some of the steel is going to go to make pipes, and some of the steel is going to go to make beams. But it doesn't take as much steel to make the pipes, so we're going to kind of do it a little differently. First, we have to figure out how much it makes. So these make 45 per minute, which, tricky. Well, there's enough space between them. So let's get that merger. Let's get the first merger going, because we need 60 to go into the pipes. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't hook up any of the Mark I belts to or did I? I don't remember hooking this one up. What hooked this up? Oh. Wow. That was actually wrong. But, you know, actually I don't need this splitter. I don't need the splitter, so it was actually ironically right. Okay, so they all should be getting their raw materials. And now we're going to take the 45 steel out. Put that into this merger, and we'll put this... Oh, hang on, what's going on here? I got this backwards, don't I? Which way is the merger got to go? The merger's got to go to the right. Okay, so this is getting 90 steel ingots. And what we'll want to do is we want to merge it with this one. But we first want to split off of it with a splitter. So splitter, yeah, that one's in on the left. And the way that the reason we're splitting it is because we want to take 60 of that 90 and we want to bring it into a pair of constructors that make steel pipe from this splitter. See how nice it is to jump up on that? So we'll make I wonder if I should aim them this way or this way. Let's try, you know, I'm fine with that. Let's do this. First, we'll make another splitter and we'll line it up with that one. And then we'll make a constructor right here. And a second constructor right next to it. Or it's too uneven. Oh. Okay. And this can go in here. And this can go in here. And these are going to make steel pipes, which need 30 per minute each. And that's going to make 40 steel pipes per minute, because each one does 20, right? Using 60 steel ingots per minute. So that 60 can be one Mark I, that's fine. So now we have, remember, we have 90 coming in here. 60 goes out this way, and that means 30 comes out this way into this merger to begin adding up again. Get another merger and one more merger. And this merger we're going to have, well, you know, that's fine. We can, same direction. Put a Mark II here and another Mark II here. And the remainder, which is 45 plus 45 plus 45 plus 30, which adds up to 180. That's, which is too much for a Mark II belt. We're going to need a Mark III belt. That's going to go into 3 constructors that make steel beams. So let's get that going. In fact, I'll tell you what. We'll do what we did before. This time we're going to output it in the same direction as, let's see, merger. Outputting this towards me. And because we want 3 constructors making steel beams, we're going to need a little bit more room. So let's build this room here and maybe a bit more here. And that's going to be, steel pipes. Forgot the merger over here. So merger there. This will be steel pipes coming out. And then over here, we want a splitter going from the left. And then a constructor. Hopefully there's room. We will find out. If there isn't, I know what another alternate we can do. Ah, there is. There is room. Good. So we'll put the next one here. And the third one can go here. We'll make a splitter from the left here. And each one of these is going to be making steel beams. So 3 constructors making steel beams is going to be 60 per minute in. So that's 100. That's my 180 that I'm getting from here, which is a Mark I belt. Boy, it is remarkably dark. Does it depend on the biome? Like up there at night, it didn't get all that dark. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's... Where's the moon anyway? I don't see it. Anyway. Oh no, I'm missing materials. I didn't bring enough reinforced iron plate. Dang. I've been trying to be conservative with it too. Looks like we'll have to go back. All right, I'll grab some more iron rods as well. But yeah, we need to get more materials. But making good progress. Making very good progress. Oh, you know what? Icy hatchers respawned on the left. Those came back. As long as we don't get that uber hog. That was awful. All right, so what do we need? Sort. Oh yeah, we're out of rods as well. So it's mostly just reinforced iron plates. Tons and tons of them. Oh, we'll take 300. 400, why not? I got plenty of them. You know, this is a tiny parachute. It shouldn't work. All right. Well, I'm going to take advantage of height and drop down on the top of this little mesa up here. Oh, look at that. Are you serious? Can I do that from up here? That's hilarious. Right. Let's grab the copper. So our copper demand isn't nearly as severe. We only need like just under 60 of it. So we'll just slap a miner down. Where does it come into play, though? The copper is going to need to be smelted into ingots and converted into wires and put into the. Yeah, it's all there. But I'm happy bringing it in this direction. Maybe we can make the other half of this across the pond. Make it a little bit artistic or something. I should really grab some power. That looks good. 60 per minute, which is just fine. Just fine. Looks like a low-grade copper patch. Yeah, there we go. We got copper coming down here onto this boulder. Copper ore. That's fine. We'll just leave that there. All right, so we were busy with this. And I needed a reinforced... Yeah, I needed a belt mark 2 to go from here to here. That's also from here to here. Can't forget that. So steel ingots come out here, 180, and then get processed in here using, for just steel beams. Steel beams. There we go. So it's going to make 3 of these. Will make 45 steel beams per minute, which is what we want. So the thing about steel pipes and steel beams is we want to keep a collection of them. We don't want to just send them down the factory line to be completely consumed. So I have to come up with a solution for that. I'm thinking at each stage of this, like we even want to collect, honestly, we want to collect steel ingots too. So why don't we, oh here, this is a great place for that. Here, we'll take this out and we'll copy a splitter here coming from this direction. We'll put it right between the two. We'll hook up the belts. And then what we'll do here is we'll put a storage container and just line it up with that splitter. Why did that not get... Oh, I reversed it. Right, let's try that again. There we go. So this will tap off of the steel ingot line and put excess steel ingots into the storage container, but then that'll eventually fill up and not interfere with the line. Similarly, I want the same thing to happen with the pipes and the beams. So we'll take a merger and we'll merge to the left. And how many does this come up? It's only 15. Yeah, so mark 1. Oop. Let's try that again. All right. And we want, question is, should I put the storages all in one spot? That might actually be a good idea, you know? That might actually be a good idea. Let's do that. Here. We'll forget that. And we'll take storage container. We'll put one of them here. We'll put another one on top of it, but reversed. Then we'll take this one. Then the output. Well, I have to. I have to consider where the beams and the pipes are going after all of this. So the beams are going to be going to get merged in with concrete, which is going to be hard because concrete is not anywhere near here. We're going to bring the limestone from a long ways away. And it's going to need 6 constructors making concrete. So I think I got an idea. All right, so we'll make a splitter here, coming from the right. That will go in there, and then in here. And this is going to fill with steel beams. And I don't like having to come back here for these supplies, though. That's the thing, right? I don't actually like this. I don't like having the storage over here. I want to put the storage back in the main base. All right, forget that. We're still going to split, though. And it's going to come from that direction. And I'll show you a little trick here. So what were these going to be? 20, 40, 40. That goes into here, and then it's going to come out that way and go across. But it's also going to come out this way and go over one of these guys. This one is going to come out here and go there, but we're also going to take one of these new ones called stackable conveyor poles. So we're going to put that right there, and this is going to come right onto it, which is interesting. You know, yeah, I'm not thrilled about this. So why don't we? I got an idea. We'll make this one go. Wait, this one can go to that level. Too steep. Oh, come on. There we go. And these can be stacked. Hence the name, stackable. Just like that. All right. All right. So that's good. Trying to think of how to lay out. Meanwhile, I'm going to have to figure out how to get the limestone. We need a lot of limestone. We did 270 per minute, which is just insane. Let's have a look at that limestone patch. There it is. Oh, man. Well, all right, let's slap a miner on it. This is going to be a little painful, but So this will be a Mark III when it's done, but for now, it's a Mark II. And it's going to need power, so we'll send power from here straight to it. Oh, and it's only 60. So we're going to overclock it right away, as high as we can. That's 150. So when we put a Mark II on it, we can get the full 270 out of it, which is good. But it's going to take... like if I target 135, so 225%, we're going to need 225%, but a Mark II, so yeah. Okay, so we'll take a belt from there all the way to here. I wonder if this is on the grid. Did I remember to do that? Looks like I did. It's not going to be enough belt, is it? I'm going to have to go back and get some more, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to run out. This is temporary. It's just temporary. Hang on. See that? And they don't intersect. They're fine. They're fine. I can just jump over this, right? So the thing about... The thing about this is I'm actually doing it wrong. I should be transporting concrete, not limestone, because concrete is kind of like condensed, you know, limestone. So I should be making the limestone over here. I did this all wrong. But it's too high to... Well, screw you. All right. Fine. You know, I kind of wonder if it's because there was a gap. Hang it, let me try something. Nope. It just has to be lower. All right, good to know. So I guess. Really? All right. Great. So situation with this is we're going to need 6 constructors. And they're going to have to be lined up with splitters that come in from the left, and that's fine. Constructor. Because we need, what we need is we need 90 concrete per minute. I mean, that's what we need. So I just hope there's room. I might run out of room. These constructors are kind of wide. So that's 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh, it's tight. And we did it. 6. Excellent. So, oh shit. Fell off the edge. Great. Okay, so concrete. Concrete there. And concrete is yeah, it takes 45 per minute limestone, and it produces 15 per minute, so a third, which is why I didn't want to transport the limestone itself over long distances, you know? So mergers now, mergers right about here. Merging to the left. So at 15, it's going to take 4 of them to fill a Mark 1. So let's do that. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll have to switch to Mark 2s for this one. And so forth. So this comes out here. We're going to bring it up like that one. Again. There we go. Unfortunately, this gigantic rock is in the way, so I can't make my nice, neat angle, but you know what we can do instead? We can go from here to here. Like that, yeah. So now, that fits very nicely with this. I just have to delete that line and redo it without the limestone. Should we actually get those constructors going? So they're powered in the back, and so we'll just put the power, I guess, from here, you know, something like this. All right, now I just got to bring the limestone in. Should start seeing some concrete coming out. There it is. That'll pick up in speed. Great. All right. All right. So over here, we want to merge the concrete with the steel beams. And so I need to make sure the steel beams are coming over. And they will be coming from here. But I wanted to... Hang on a second. Let me just grab a look at this pond. Question is, can I reach one of these guys from way over there? I can. Isn't that cool? So that'll look like this, which is very nice looking. So the steel beams will come this way, and just extend this into that part. Yeah. Can I get rid of these, please? Okay. Thank you. Oh, this is starting to be really cool. It's starting to be really, really cool. But the pipes, I'm trying to remember, the pipes, they need to get merged in with the wire, which comes from this copper over here. So we're not done by any means yet. But I am thinking of splitting the episode maybe right here. Maybe right here, yeah, because I'm getting ready to merge 4 different products to make 2 different things. And yeah, it's exciting. It's really cool. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.